How's it going, everyone? I'm Contemption, and today we're talking about Tales of Summer. It's the new update coming up. I'm going to read through some of the patch notes. We'll skim over a couple things that we know are going to happen because it's a holiday event, but we're going to go through a couple of the updates. I'm excited for some, but also going to give my opinions on the others, but let's get through the intro, and here we go. Okay, here we go. We're going to first find another barb that we can hit. Hopefully at the same amount of time. Let's see, 203, 202. They're not terrible. We'll just send it off. It is Lohar event, so I'll burn some action points as I can. But let's go into emails. Collect this first, and then favorites. Okay, so Tales of Summer coming out on, what is that, July 7th? Oh man, it's already July 7th. Obviously, we get rewards for downloading the update, which I think is fantastic. You can get them on every account, so make sure you log into all of your farm accounts because you get free rewards. Can't complain. Song of Summer event series. So nothing new here. Festive preparation, 7 days of questing for great rewards. Now, is this going to be the 7K buy-in event, or is this going to be the Alliance building event? You know, where everybody from the Alliance donates towards one big pot. You get 10 levels. You get a bunch of awesome rewards, but it's not like the 7K buy-in. We'll keep reading. I haven't read these yet. I haven't watched any other YouTube videos on this update. So honestly, I don't know. 7 days of questing for great rewards. It could mean either of the options. So hopefully it's the 7K buy-in. I would love that. I would like recharge on my main account, of course, and the fourth column on the 7K buy-in in gem is awesome. Buy-in event is awesome because it also counts towards recharge. So that $10 bundle also gets you up there on the recharge, which is fantastic because you get some gems from it as well. Okay, Summer Sojourn. Collect flower papers for great rewards in the festival gala. Yeah, this sounds like something that we're going to be donating to for the Alliance, but that's just my take on it. Race against time. Hate the event. We'll do it for the base rewards, but besides that, I dislike it. I'm just not a fan. I'm just not good at it. That's probably why I don't like it. Soroli Assault, obviously always a fantastic event. Improvements at Season of Conquest. I don't know about improvements, but let's talk about it anyways. The new iconic crystal rewards. So I've talked about this in videos before. I knew there was going to be more iconic crystals set out. It was only a matter of time. They did this with the museum, making it easy for everybody to unlock them. They do that with gear, making it easier to get blueprints through Holy Knight's Treasure, Archaeological Dig event, or Esmeralda's for material. It was clear that that was going to happen. Now, unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be 3 iconic crystals and other rewards. So hopefully this is just per one Season of Conquest, so I guess you're now going to be getting 5 every Season of Conquest, which is good, but after a few Season of Conquest, you guys, epic equipment is not going to be usable like it is now. Epic equipment, and we'll just quickly jump onto my main here, because I think it's probably best that I show you exactly what I'm talking about. I don't know if I could beat that level 18, to be honest. We'll go for this level 17. Probably come back to some red marches, but it is what it is. I could route them home afterwards, but that's fine. We'll come back. So the whole thing with epic gear is that once it was special talented, it's pretty much like legendary gear. It's awesome. It's been working very good for a lot of people. Anybody who's old but hasn't been spending much on the game knows that it's been really nice having something like, and I'll show you, I've got 2 good examples here for you. Something like this, the full revival set, with Golden Age and Flame Treads specialized, everything specialized in here. You're getting a lot of buffs. You're getting the revival set buffs. You're getting attack, defense, health. You're getting everything, and it's very strong. The problem is with iconic crystals is that now you're missing out on +3. Oh man, if you take away the accessories, because those are going to take a little longer to get, but you've got +6 base points to health, +6 base points to attack, and +6 base points to defense. That's what you're going to be missing out on by not having legendary gear. It's not something you want in open field when you are talking about huge amounts of buffs on top of your base stats. And having these iconic crystals in gear like this, where it gives +3 health, and if it's specialized, it gives +4 because it counts towards it as well. It's not something you can run around with for very much longer. So this gear very soon is going to be awful in open field. And once I get enough iconic crystals, I'll of course test it, but we'll see what happens. I'll try and get as many as I can into my archer gear. I would love to finish that after I'm done accessories. I only need one. I'm crafting another one, so 2 more iconic crystals, and then if we get 3, I'll have 3. I'll probably put them in the boots, the pants, and the helm, to be totally honest, and then get 1 march up to full iconic. Then I'll be able to show you exactly the difference between using legendary gear that has iconic crystals and epic gear that's just specialized. It's not going to be good. Honestly, I know it's not going to be good. You're talking about open field murder balls as well, where you have so many other buffs from all other marches. It's going to be unfortunate, but the days of epic gear is coming to an end, you guys. It really is. It's just going to make that much big of a difference. 6 marches with full iconic crystals and legendary gear is going to completely obliterate marches that just have specialized epic gear. It's just how it's going to be. It's going to be like having, you know, the best civilization giving you health, defense, and attack. Like, it would be possible to have, you know, Germany and France all at the same time. Like, if you had all of these extra buffs from special units, whether it was from, I guess I shouldn't say Germany, Rome, I meant Rome, France, Vikings. It's like putting all of those civilizations together, and civilizations definitely do matter. The special unit is very important. If you are running 4 infantry marches and you don't have an infantry civilization, you're definitely not doing as good as you should be doing. But okay, let's jump back into system mail. It shouldn't be too far. There it is. Let's pop that into favorites because we're on a different account. Okay, let's scroll down back to where we were. So that's the iconic crystals. Very unfortunate that epic gear is going to be phased out, but it will be. It's just part of the game. They're going to release something else after that. I'm sure the next museum buffs, and I believe that's in here. Somebody mentioned it in a chat, which is why I knew about it and thought I should probably go over this just in a video here. But okay, let's see. Season of Conquest story registration by election phase. A new by-election phase has been added to Season of Conquest. Once the registration phase for Season of Conquest has ended, kingdoms who were unable to find a match can choose another story to register for during the by-election phase. That's cool. All right. Well, I guess you just don't get stuck with whatever you didn't want. So, not terrible. You can now see how many refresh chances you have for Bastion Quest and Season of Conquest. Refresh chances. Didn't you just get a refresh all the time? There was just the cooldown on it. I don't remember seeing a maximum amount of chances of refresh. I guess I've been out of Season of Conquest for a while, so maybe that's been in there, but I don't remember seeing that refresh chances. You could just refresh all the time after, I think, the 10-minute cooldown. You can just keep going. But anyways, Heroic Anthem power-up changes. I don't know too much about power-up, and I don't think I want to, because what I had seen, it looks awful. But I didn't watch enough to really get a good grasp of it. But I don't like the blockades, and yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be a fan of that. Thankfully, I won't have to see anytime soon, because we're doing Strife of the Eight in 1937. And I don't think we'll be doing Heroic Anthem power-up in 2396, but maybe it'd be an option. I don't know. We'll have to see. I think it's just like beta phase or something, right? Where just a number of kingdoms are in it, and I don't think they'll release it again until after they get all the complaints in, I'm sure. You can now toggle aggressive mode and peacekeeping mode when dispatching troops. That's talking about blockades. I can remember that. Or yeah, I guess because if you run into troops, you attack them unless you're in peaceful mode, then you don't. I don't know. I don't know how it works exactly. Notifications will now be shown when a troop is blockaded while joining a rally. The rallied army will wait for a short period after the rally timer ends if troops cannot reach the attack location due to being blockaded. Once this waiting period ends, the rally will launch an attack. That's crazy. I don't like the sound of blockades at all. I just don't. Champions of Olympia event improvements. I'm not a big fan of Champions of Olympia, so let's get through this quickly. Pre-battle preparation time has changed to 10 seconds. It was like 20, wasn't it? That was long. Or was it just 5? I don't remember. I don't play the game enough. Champions of Olympia just doesn't interest me. Fixed an issue with graphics. Okay, Champions of Olympia info can now be shared to chat. That's cool. Sharing is good. Battle system improvements. Improved display effects for selecting targets. Selected targets are now more visually prominent. That's good. I hope that means in the murder ball, when you're not as zoomed out into like the arcade mode, when you can actually see what you're hitting, because a lot of the time when you double click and drag onto a march that you're attacking, you don't even know what you're hitting. It doesn't show you the actual commander like display. It just lags out. Improved display effects for destination markers when holding and dragging troops in order to prevent them from being blocked by your finger. That's cool. Other improvements. Thutmose the Third, this is what somebody was talking about in chat, is now in the tavern. I'm surprised he's not in there already. The expedition shop. Now, this, I don't know. Maybe somebody already knows the facts on this. Is it just the commanders that pop up by chance at the bottom, or is it like Ethelfled where you can buy 3 a day? I'm assuming, guys, based on how I read this, is that it's just like when you see Double C randomly pop up, or you see Ragnar or Charles Martel, you'll see a single sculpture pop up where the gold stars usually end up. That's probably what it is. I highly doubt they're putting Thutmose the Third in the expedition shop like Ethelfled where you can buy 3 a day. I highly doubt it. I could be wrong, and hopefully I am wrong. That'd be pretty sweet to be able to expertise another archer legendary commander just because we can from the expedition shop, but I don't see it. I really don't. You can now recruit Thutmose from the tavern, buy his sculptures in the expedition shop. Again, it's very vague. Like, I don't think this is like Ethelfled. Or unlock his exhibits and relics at the museum. Curious to see what it is. It's not going to be strong enough to make this guy worthwhile, in my opinion. He just doesn't have enough oomph. He doesn't. Immigration rules change. In the interest of maintaining balance, the unlimited option for cross-season immigration power caps has been changed to 100 million. It's not a big enough change to make a difference. I've had a video on this. The cross-season migration is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I don't like it. I hope I don't have to use it ever again. I would love to get my account 2396 into KVK Season 2 again, but trying to fight through those mechanics is not fun. I don't feel like trying to finger smash at a certain time in the morning when the gates open for those 30 spots, because it's just an absolute joke. Alliance officers and garrison captains can now send back troops garrisoned in buildings, holy sites, passes, and Lost Kingdom. Long time coming. This could have saved, I'm sure, many people who are seeing this a lot of troops. It could have saved 2 of my farms, many troops in this last season of Conquest Strife of the 8 that we had in 1937. I was garrisoning a pass, which ended up not needing me to garrison anymore, but I wasn't online, and one of the allied kingdoms needed to use the pass, so they just kicked my account, which is great because it sent my troops back, but those castles were then able to be rallied, and I lost all my troops that way. It happens. You can't get mad about it. You know, it is what it is. I got 50% of my troops back anyways. Whatever. It's not a big deal. It's a farm account. That's what they're for. Mistakes, it is what it is. Alliance war information can now be shared in chat. I don't know what this means. Alliance war information can now be shared in chat. I don't know. I don't know if this is something to do with Desert Conquest. I'm not sure what that means. If somebody knows what that means, leave a comment down below. I have no idea. Improved Alliance flag displays effects. Improved Alliance flag display effects for Osiris League champions and Lost Kingdom victors. Okay, that's cool. Added a button to check commander information during the Wheel of Fortune event. That's cool. Tap view to jump to the commander info page. Nice. Added an option to sort commanders by power. Thank you. It is the worst. Opening my commander page right now. Okay, star level is not bad. I actually don't even want to change it. On my iPhone, it is set to, if I change it to any of these, I have like Julius Caesar up top. I hate seeing him up at the top there. It doesn't make any sense. It should be 100% commander power as an option. How this has kept my favorite marches up at the top, I don't know, but I'm not clicking it. I'm just not. I know what it looks like on my iPhone, and it doesn't look like that. It's awful. Well, I gotta send my gem farmers out. Okay, guys, well, that's it. I gave you my opinions on this next update coming up. I think if you plan on playing this game for a long time, start dismantling that epic gear and crafting more legendary gear, because you're going to need it to put iconic crystals into it. Eventually, we will all be at a stage where we have more iconic crystals than we can use. And when that comes, that's when you know that epic gear is no longer relevant. You can't have it in open field in Season of Conquest. I'm sure it still has a place in KV 1 through 3. But once you're KVK 4 plus, which is Season of Conquest, you're not going to have fun with epic gear on. Especially if you're using epic gear with T4, you're just going to get completely wrecked. If you're using T4 in Season of Conquest still, your trades aren't going to be great. It's not the best. I don't actually enjoy it anymore, mostly because of gear, especially now because of gear and iconic crystals. I don't think it's viable. But there you go, guys. That's my opinion on this update. Thank you for watching. Until next time, have a good one.